નમસ્કાર, હું આદર્શ છું. વેલકમ ટુ આદર્શ એજ્યુકેશન સોસાયટી. Student, today we are going to start Standard 7th Social Science, Chapter number 6, Administrative System and Architecture during the Medieval Age. Student, in the administrative system, we learn two things: administrative system in the villages, and second is literature. So today we will learn about third one, architecture. Among the various construction during the Rajput age, temple construction is noteworthy. Noteworthy means deserving attention. So at Rajput age there are various construction, and during the Rajput age temple construction is very deserving, attractive. The Rajput kings were fond of means their hobby to constructing grand and architects building. The architecture and sculpture of that time is evidence from the temple, fort, palaces and lakes, etc. So from the Rajput age time, the king built the construction work of architecture and sculpture. Sculpture means work art are also we can get the evidence from the temple, forts, palaces and lakes. Among the temples, Khajuraho, it is in Madhya Pradesh, and Puri temple, it is in Jagannath Puri, of Lord Jagannath means Lord Krishna, are famous for their architecture and sculpture. So here also we can see the picture of Tanjavaram temple. That construction work is very nice, and here is also temple of Khajuraho. So here the construction work is very famous, and this Khajuraho is located in Madhya Pradesh. So in Madhya Pradesh we can see the Khajuraho temple, and Puri means Jagannath Puri, for whose temple Lord Jagannath means Lord Krishna's temple is very famous for their architecture and sculpture. Sculpture means work art. It is very famous. The Sun temple of Konark was also built during that time. The Konark temple was constructed with great finish. Finish means skillful, and was also shaped like a chariot driven by 7 horses. So the Konark temple is very famous, and it is constructed with skillful and was shaped like a chariot. Chariot means horse driven. In the morning also we can see sun also come with chariot. Chariot means horse drawn carriage and driven by 7 horses. Among the other sun temple of India, at Martan temple of Kashmir and Modhera Sun temple of Gujarat are very famous. So there are also many sun temples. It is located is Martan temple, and other is Modhera Sun temple. It is located in Gujarat. A prominent feature of Modhera temple is that the first rays of the sun fall directly on the idol. Prominent means outstanding. So the sun temple of Modhera at that place. So feature of the Modhera temple, it is sun's first rays fall directly on the idol. So that one is the prominent means outstanding work of Modhera. The Ellora caves of Deccan have caves representing 3 religions. So Deccan caves of Ellora. So it is also representing means presenting 3 religions. Which 3 religions? Hinduism, Buddhism and Jainism. So it is representing means presenting Hinduism, Buddhism and Jainism. Among means Hinduism, Buddhism and Jainism. In 3 religions, among of these is the Grand Kailash temple. The elephant caves near Mumbai have a beautiful 3 three-faced sculpture of Lord Shiva. The Elephant Caves near Mumbai have beautiful three-faced, means near Mumbai it is located and it has three-faced. Sculpture means work art of Lord Shiva. The Meenakshi temple at Madurai is famous all over India. The temples of South India are especially well known for their imposing. Imposing means established. Imposing means established or arranged in a proper order. Gateway called Gopuram. So the specially Meenakshi Mandir temple is located in Madurai, and the temple of South India are also known as Gopuram. So it is known as Gopuram. After hearing about the fame of such grand temples, many foreign invaders came to loot them. Invader means to enter by force. They came to loot them, lootfat. The magnificent Somnath temple of Gujarat was attacked many times. So all the things happened at the Rajput age, and the temple of all the India different places are very famous. And after hearing about the fame, so temple, many foreigners came to loot and the magnificent our Somnath temple. It is also attacked many times. For cave architecture, we can say many caves were painted and decorated during the Rajput age. There are caves. The culture of Hinduism, Buddhism and Jainism. In the Ellora caves of the Maharashtra. Among all the caves of Ellora, the cave in which the Kailash temple is located in very grand and architects. The Elephant caves near Mumbai. The Elephant caves near Mumbai, it is beautiful carved and sculpture. There is a beautiful sculpture of three-faced Lord Shiva. Three face of Lord Shiva. It is very beautiful. And the temple and caves of India were so architects and carved with many foreign invaders have tried to loot and plunder them many times. Now next we will learn about Muhammad Ghazni. Though the Rajput age is well known for its valor and sacrifice, it is also so the construction of many beautiful and imposing buildings. Many foreign invaders invaded India during this period. Muhammad Ghazni, the Sultan of Ghazna, attacked India many times. Between 1000 CE and 1025-26 CE, CE means Common Era. In spite of facing problems during the attacks, he continued to plunder India with full force. During one such attack, when Gujarat was under Bhimdev Solanki's rule, he plundered Somnath. Many people from Saurashtra and Gujarat joined Bhimdev Solanki and tried to protect Somnath, but failed. Students, today we are going to start standard 7, subject is social science and chapter number 6, administrative system and architecture during the medieval age. In this video, we will learn about the temple architecture. So in temple architecture, we will learn about Sun Temple. Where is Sun Temple located in? So first one is Sun Temple of Konark. There are many temples of Sun God in India. The most renowned one is Sun Temple is Konark. In where it is located? It is located in Orissa. The marvelous piece of art was built during the Rajput age. It has been given shape of chariot driven by 7 horses. The brilliance of this temple has been traced all over the world. This temple is world famous and Rath and there are front side there is 7 horses dragon. So this one is billions of this temple has been praised all over the world. Now next one, second is Sun Temple of Modhera. The Sun Temple of Modhera is located in Mehsana district near Ahmedabad. It is also an excellent piece of architecture because why it is excellent? Because it has been built in such way that the first rays of the sun directly fall on the idol of the temple. So sun's slanting means rays are first fall on the temple. So that why it is very famous. Third one is Sun Temple of Kashmir. Apart from two temples, a part of two temples is Sun Temple, it is in Konark and Modhera. A part of two temples mentioned about the Markan Temple of Kashmir is also equally famous. Other temple, except three, there are also many Sun temples. So which are temples famous? Khajuraho Temple in Madhya Pradesh, the Meenakshi Mandir. It is temple located in Madurai. The Grand Temple of Somnath. It is also very famous. Though the Rajput age is well known for its valor. Valor means value and sacrifice. It is also saw the construction of many beautiful and imposing. Imposing means arranged in a proper order of building. Many foreign invade India during this period. For this we can say Rajput kings were valiant warriors and are very famous for their sacrifice. So the structures and building built during the Rajput age were so artistic, carved that many foreign vendors tried to loot and plunder them many times. And that time, for we can say Muhammad Ghazni, who is the Sultan of Ghazna king. He attacked in India many times between which time 1000 CE to 1025-26 CE. In each time he came to India, he was given a tough fight by Rajput. But somehow he managed to loot and plunder our nation. The meaning of plunder is means destroy our India. Once he tried to attack to Somnath of Temple, Gujarat. It is where is located in Gujarat. And King Bhimdev Solanki. And the King Bhimdev Solanki was the ruler of the Gujarat. So Bhimdev Solanki was the ruler of Gujarat, and Bhimdev Solanki and other his army as well as people of Saurashtra and Gujarat, all of them joined hands and fought with Muhammad Ghazni, but Somnath, but they were failed. Next topic is change of power at Delhi. After the demise means death. After the death of Muhammad Ghazni, the leader of Ghazna started vying means fight for superiority for the throne. So after the death of Muhammad Ghazni, the leader of Ghazna, they were started to fighting each other for the throne. However, the Rajput kings did not take advantage of his weakness. So Rajput kings did not take the advantage because they were fighting each other for the throne. But Rajput king did not take the advantages of this weakness. Meanwhile, Shahabuddin Ghori established his strong rule in Ghazna and decided to attack India. His intention was not to loot but establish his rule here. After the death of Muhammad Ghazni, many leaders fought among themselves for the throne, and the honest Rajput kings of India did not take the advantages of this situation. They did not want to fall into conspiring and grab the power of Ghazna. Then Shahabuddin Ghori became the king of Ghazna, and he was a strong and ambitious ruler, just like Muhammad Ghazni. He also planned to attack India, but his intention was not to loot, but to establish his dynasty. Initially, he was not successful. He could not forget his defeat by Queen Naika Devi of Anhilwad Patan, and therefore he did not attack India for 12 years. Finally, the second time he attacked Delhi. So his intention was not the loot but establish his rule there. But at that time, the Queen of Anhilwad Patan, Naika Devi, was the queen, and she fought against to Shahabuddin Ghori, and he defeated him. So he did not forget his defeat by Queen Naika Devi. So for 12 years he did not attack on India. So finally the second time he attacked on Delhi. Prithviraj fought bravely but without any prior means advance preparation or help from the other Rajput kings. With his defeat, the Rajput rule came to the end in Delhi. As a result, Shahabuddin established his rule there and extended his kingdom. After the Shahabuddin, his slave, who was also the commander, Qutbuddin Aibak, ascended the throne. He was known as the founder of the slave dynasty. Prithviraj Chauhan was the king of Delhi. He was the king of Delhi at that time, and he fought bravely against Ghori. So that time Ghori attacked. That time the king was Prithviraj Chauhan. Yet he was defeated because none of Rajput kings supported him in the battle against Ghori. So he was defeated by Ghori because the Rajput ruler came to the end of Delhi. And Shahabuddin Ghori, and after Shahabuddin Ghori was established, his rule and extend means expanded. He extended his kingdom means expanded his kingdom in Delhi after the defeating of Prithviraj Chauhan. He expanded his kingdom and more territories means border. He make more and more. After Shahabuddin Ghori, his slave means the meaning of slave means a person who is held as the property of another person. So his slave whose name is Qutbuddin Aibak. His name was Qutbuddin Aibak. Become the king, and Qutbuddin Aibak considered the founder of Ghulam dynasty, Ghulam or slave dynasty. Thus the Rajput era ended and Ghulam age began in India. With this Rajput rule come to an end in Delhi, there was a change in the administration and society. What kind of changes took place and why? Think about question like this. So with this, the Rajput rule was come to an end in Delhi, and the which started dynasty, slave dynasty started, and with the change there are also change in the administration and the society. In place a valor and sacrifice, people started conspiring against each other for power. The throne of Delhi was stained with blood. The meaning of valor means value and Conspiring means an arrangement between two or more persons to break the law. How can they break the law? And the stand. Stand means discolor stop or area. So in last we can say the value of sacrifice of people Rajput age. That conspire means that one is totally and become the an end, and they are fighting for each other to get the throne, and the throne of Delhi was stained with blood. So all the things were finished, and they always fight for the throne. Thank you for joining us.